was 3 or 4 years old. I lived in Tally County in the country. Of course, Kosciuszko was the county seat in the town. And I can remember clearly thinking, and I'm pretty sure because I'd gone to the city, that I was going to rebuild Kosciuszko. It was going to be, I didn't know what it was going to be, but I knew it was going to be different from what I saw. Whatever it was I experienced, it was going to be different. So it's actually been all of my recollectable life.
And when did you decide to try to apply for Ole Miss? When was this part of the mission, or was this a separate mission?
Well, yes, because actually most of my teachers and some of my classmates remember from about age 12 to 17, I always told them, you know, they always asked me what you're going to do, what you want to be. I was going to go to Ole Miss. I mean, and it would scare the principal and the teachers to death. I mean, to have their students talking like that in Mississippi. But there are people, and I don't particularly remember myself, that remember me telling them about 12 on that that's what I was going to do. It wasn't a question of blacks, whether they would be at Ole Miss or not. It was the question of what their place was at Ole Miss. And of course, that issue hadn't changed that much. Whatever happened in Mississippi was God's plan. And he had his reasons. And I think whatever Mississippi's history is, it is God's plan, and it was done to make Mississippi the best. And I think that's where Mississippi's headed right now.
Are you satisfied with the book and the way it's been published and presented? And have you read it? Do you feel like?
Only thing I'm not satisfied with, it ain't turning out to be much different. You know, that's my 26th book. And the first 25, I think I'm the only one read 24 of them. And so far, yesterday, the third person told me they had read the book. Now, I mean, and it's been out a month. But so far, only 3 people, to my knowledge, have read it. But in terms of the message, yes. And ultimately, over time, I know Mississippians don't read, including the educated ones, but I think that some people will read. But up to this point, only 3 people have told me, I got your book, I read your book. A lot of people tell me they got it, but they ain't read it.
Do you think more people will be interested in it since it's the 50th anniversary of the riots and the integration?
Well, of course, that is the biggest factor. For 50 years, people have been congratulating me for being brave and for being smart, and particularly about confronting Barnett and all of the state militia, and every time somebody congratulated me for whatever it was they think I did at Ole Miss, the first thing came to my mind, like most people, young athletes make a touchdown, they drop down and do. That's always what the first thing comes to my mind. People come up congratulating me. But then because I knew it wasn't me, it was God that was standing there in front of Barnett, not me. But my ego kick in. I say, these people want to thank me. I'm going to take the credit. I'm going to take my credit, God's credit, and everybody's credit. I mean, so I did it for 50 years, so I can understand people being hypocritical. I mean, But I also understand how much it bothered me for not really telling the truth. And I think it's bothering a lot of people in Mississippi.